Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So I actually thought, because it's a slow Sunday, that I would do a portfolio update because I haven't done this for a while and there's a lot of new viewers on the channel, so I want to be very transparent what my portfolio is, how many stocks I'm holding, why I'm holding them. It's a very short list, and what would make them sell those stocks and what are my plans for those stocks. So one of my biggest holding actually reported earnings this last week, and the earnings were a blowout earnings, and the stock was up about 25% after earnings, and the stock was already very substantially up. So that really reflected on my portfolio, and I actually went and checked in Interactive Brokers, and as you can see, I'm 189% up year to date on my portfolio, which is nuts. And I would agree with you if you're thinking that the reason why I'm showing you the year to date is because it's looking better. You're correct. If you would go to the 1 year, it would be 110%. And I got smoked in 2022. So basically, I was up maybe 50% down on my portfolio. So I would say that since I switched to very long-term trading and, buying and holding companies that I know, I am up about 80%, and that was about 2 years ago. So I would say that I've done 40% per year so far, and this result I think is a very, very lucky result. I don't think it's going to be like this every year. I think that Palantir going down to as low as it went, and me keeping my conviction and having the fantastic YouTube community was resulting in, I don't want to say once in a lifetime, but very few opportunities I think that are going to be that good, and it ended up working out really, really well. And I would like to say that I was the genius who saw, that ChatGPT was going to come out and there was going to be an AI craze, and I'm humble enough to see that it's pure luck. So yes, Palantir, I was right about, my thesis was right about the company, but the way that it played out, it was pure luck. And sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're unlucky. Now, as for, by the way, if you like this content, please make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the new videos, and let me know in the comments what you think. In short, about my trading strategy, so I would like to have a very, very concentrated portfolio. This is what I'm building, and I need to tell this to you so you don't think that I'm crazy. I would want to have max 10 stocks because I want to go super nerd. I want to know everything about all the companies that I own, and I specifically look for companies that have very, very long-term growth potential, that are very not risky, very easy to see if you do a lot of research. My favorite one is stocks that Wall Street dismisses, but if you do hours and hours of research, you can see that they're very, very good companies with very, very good futures. And I want to hold for 10, 20, 30 years, and the only thing that would make me sell a stock is not the price going down, but my thesis being broken, or something changing in my thesis. So the first stock that met all these criteria where I felt confident was Palantir, and I happened to have around, you can see the cost basis. I mean, I happen to have about $100,000 in my broker account. This account is together with my dad, and I basically put 70% of the portfolio into Palantir, and actually at that time it was 100% of the portfolio because the money was only 70,000, and then we sent out 30,000 after. So now I'm remembering the facts. So and again, so just so you don't think that I'm crazy, I am planning to build out 10 positions. So it's just in 2021, I thought that my company was going to do amazing, and it will be very easy to, every 6 months to a year, send out a similar amount of money to the broker account. And, then I will very quickly have these 10 stocks. So I wasn't looking at Palantir as it's 100% of my portfolio. I was looking at it as, you know, it's the first, you know, position that I fully build out. And yeah, so I think it's very crazy to go that concentrated. So if I only had $70,000 on the stock market, I would have acted very, very differently. So this is just an explanation. And basically I started buying at 12, it went down, I saw that, you know, the thesis still holds, bought again at 10, went lower, bought again at 8, and then I think we bought a little bit in the 6s, but most of the buys was done in the 8s. And you can see the average price is the cost basis. Yeah, the average price is 8.74 and 71,000 is the cost basis, and that position is more than double at this point. And as I said, I'm planning to hold this for 10, 15, 20 years. I'm planning to follow up on the company, make videos about it for you guys, and there's nothing really that would make me sell this stock other than the thesis being broken. But since this last earnings, you can see that the thesis is really nicely alive and doing well. So no thoughts about selling this company. The next position that I own, which I would also like to make into a $100,000 position, is Rocket Lab. And I ended up selling Tesla, and I wanted to show you guys pictures about the trades, but Interactive Brokers went offline. It's really weird. I managed to take these 3 pictures, and when I tried to take more pictures of the portfolio, everything was like XXX. All these numbers were XXX, and I tried to do it on my laptop and it says service not available, so I don't know what's happening. They're doing some maintenance. I hope my shares are going to be still here when they come back. So I did sell Tesla. I tweeted about it. That tweet went, it's the most viral tweet that I've had. It had 130,000 views. Got a lot of hate for it. And the truth is that a lot of people called me a paper hand, and the only thing is that Tesla broke my thesis, and I immediately sold because it was not what I originally invested into. And Rocket Lab was a company that I have been researching for maybe 1 month when I happened to sell Tesla, and then I was like, wow, now I have money on my broker account and I can buy Rocket Lab. So I want to make it super clear, I didn't sell Tesla to buy Rocket Lab. I wasn't planning on selling Tesla. The earnings call came out, my thesis broke. If you're interested about it, you can find the video on the channel. So I sold, and then because I was ready and this company filled out or checked all my criteria, so I bought in. And this position is also doing really, really well. My average price is $422 and my cost basis is $28,000. And as you can see, the stock price is up about 10% since the time that I bought it. And obviously this company is the same. I'm planning to hold it for hopefully the next 20, 30 years. I do see that this company has out of all the companies that I've held, this is the company that could most easily 10x and maybe even reach 100x. I'm very, very enthusiastic about this company, and I think that this is exactly one of these companies that is so easy to pass up if you're coming from a Wall Street viewpoint and just say they're not profitable, it's too risky, too capital intense, don't touch it with a 10-foot pole. And if you do research on this company, I have read Ashley Vance's When the Heavens Went on Sale. I watched any interview that I could with the founder. I went through the company's financials. I did my own models. I watched so many different interviews and factory tours and anything that I could get my hands on. And I'm just so excited about this company. And I believe that the early investors, this is not investment advice, that go through this research and are able to see what we see and invest, they will be really, really richly rewarded, because Wall Street tends to, it's like with Palantir. Everybody was telling you to sell at $6. And now after the latest earnings call, when, you know, it's so obvious what we have been seeing since the very, very beginning, now you start getting some tweets that certain credit rating agencies are changing the ratings from avoid to buy. And, you know, they're increasing their price target from $5 to $24 because now it's so glaringly obvious. And I think that it's going to be similar with Rocket Lab, that the stock price is going to go to 20 or 25, and then Wall Street is going to say, now it's safe to invest, and it might go to 29. So yeah, and this is all my positions. And the reason, again, why it's 2 is because I'm planning to build out more positions, and I'm doing it by sending more money in the future to the broker account. It's just my company is a real estate developer company. We're building hundreds of apartments in South Sweden, and the business is very, very tough right now thanks to the interest rates. And the game right now is to try to survive this time. So the game is not to try to send as much money out to my brokerage account, which is very sad. It's very stressful. I hope this period is over soon, and you will see me with more positions then. And I will, of course, keep you updated. But let me know in the comments what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.